Welcome back to the Junk Miata road trip. I drove 4,000 miles across the United States from California to the western part of North Carolina, where I am currently standing at the entrance to one of the best, most dangerous, and twistiest roads in all of America. You may have guessed already, but I'm at the tail of the dragon. It's about 11 miles of pure chaos. Like I said, I'm from California, so this road was nothing more than a dream for me, as it was too far to get to. The lucky thing is, I'm crazy enough to try to take my 95 Miata across the whole entire US, and of course, Tail the Dragon was on our list. I didn't expect to be here so soon on my journey, but we had a cold front hitting, camping was becoming unpleasant out in Georgia, and I had to get to the Tail of the Dragon before the rain came in. You can tell right now in the skies, I'm already starting to get droplets, but it's now or never for my timeline. I sacrificed a nice night of camping for a night sleeping in my Miata. Most people go to the Tail of the Dragon to try to drive as fast as they can. However, that's not necessarily the case with my Miata. For those of you who don't know, I did the head gasket on this car before taking it across the US. I'm a complete rookie with my mechanic skills, and not everything's been put together perfectly as we've seen on this trip. So, being that I'm 4,000 miles away, I just want to be able to get home. And there's some things about this car as well, such as the fact that the suspension's blown. It is loaded to the gill. Even the interior of the car is completely packed. The back of the car is so weighted down that it's squatted right now. The tires are as skinny as stock tires, and they are of not the best condition. So that being said, today's video is not to set lap times. It's not to have you sit there and go, wow, that guy's so fast at driving. No, it's to take a West Coaster's opinion of the most famous East Coast road. And I'm gonna go ahead, I've driven Highway 9, which is debatably the West Coast's most famous road. So I'm gonna go ahead now and I'll do a comparison. I don't really have the space to be doing this, but for the love of the game, we're gonna try to bring the top back. All right, not much space. You can see I literally have my sleeping bag liner, sleeping bag, pad right here, towel, pillow, toiletry. But that ain't gonna stop me from dropping the top on the Miata. I'll tell you what, it's not quite the perfect day for Tail of the Dragon here. As I'm layered up in multiple layers, you can see this on this side, this is ice. Do you see these white pieces on this wall? That is all ice. It is cold, partially rainy, definitely not exactly what you'd be looking for if you're thinking about the Tail of the Dragon, I'll tell you that much. It's crazy to be here in person. I'm on Highway 28 right now, making my way on west to Highway 129. I've still got about 15 or so miles, I think, until I get there, but it's warming it up on these roads right here. So sick, the famous statue. Video of it. Oh yeah, it's true, I gotta grab one of these. The owner of that shop right there, the famous one with the metal dragon out front, name is Seth. They're renovating right now and it's closed, but he let me in, bought some merch, and just absolute great guy. Stoke. Okay. Let's go. There it is. We at Tennessee. Let's enjoy Tail of the Dragon. Nice. Not gonna push it all on the straightaways because there's no need to beat on the poor old Miata. But I will take these corners with pleasure, man. See my backpack, everything's rolling around the front, but I don't have a ton of options here, guys. We're really working with what we got. Got a Buick. How's it going, Buick? It feels good to finally have some fun in this car. I saw a car up there, I was like, I can't get after it too hard. I got so much weight in the back, but I bet you I can kind of swing that rear end out a little bit still. Let's see, give it some of these corners. Not really. Holy cow, wait. I think I know this corner. I think this is where Adam LZ got rammed in his GT3. There we go. Woohoo! Holy cow, that car stopped mopping it. 15 mile per hour warning, that's how you know it's the good stuff right here. Hear that? That's our front fender It needs some work because it starts cutting into the tire. If you're on a banking left-hand down turn, it will rub. It makes the nastiest sound right there, dude. Holy cow. It's all these left-handers. I love it squealing a slow little car like the Miata. Oh yeah, I gotta get the you will laugh out for that. I can finally, oh goodness, love the Miata. These tires are squealing. They are not performance tires by any means. They're so junk. But oh, this car just loves to eat it up. Like this car just eats this stuff up right here. Goodness, do I love this. This is the hardest I pushed the car all trip. Like by a long shot, this is the hardest I pushed the car. Are you serious, man? Whew! Attaboy. Attaboy. That was a turbo. Could have been a Mazda Speed or just some other turbo. That fender has not annoyed me at all this trip because I've not driven fast enough to hear it, and that thing sucks. So good. So good. I have my headlights up just for funsies, right? I think we gotta do some chill out. Oh, you should have told me, man! The tires are literally getting shredded on the front right. I hope that sound comes out in the video. It actually has me cracking up. Like I'm trying to enjoy the road. It's just getting sliced up. Oh, I'm just so happy to be here, man. Oh, dude, so happy. There is no end to this road. Like, actually no end. Nice. That's like power out of those left-handers, literally to try to keep the front high enough from hitting. It's just the way it is. We're on the left side of the mountain right now, so whenever we hit a left-hand turn bank, it's just so likely that it drags, man. That's a good-looking vet, man. Wow, beautiful. Enjoy. How much more of this do I get? That's a scenic look. Oh, I guess it's still going. That's cool. Oh, mile 9. Oh, we're still in it. Oh, we're in it. We're just in the downhill section now. I see what's going on. I see exactly what's going on here. Woo, let them rip. Let all 98 horsepowers eat in this thing. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Gotta exhale after all that. My goodness, dude. Yeah, I'm just gonna let the car chill in the downhill maybe. Like I said, the Miata's not been beaten on like that since before the head gasket. And that wasn't really a beating on it, but that was some hard driving for at least 20 minutes straight right there. And now I'm on the downhill just taking my time. Very skinny crap tires in bad weather. I don't need to push it downhill. Might be an assumption. I'm in disbelief. It's like that, like I'm leaning back in my seat now. It's euphoric. I am gonna be forever jealous of the people that get to experience that road. Wow. Dang, man, I got the jitters. I have never once in my life felt a road like that. No. Got a little crunched. Seat baguette. That's how you do a sandwich, I guess. Tail of the Dragon might be the best well-known road in all of America. Still have the feeling like I've been off a roller coaster. I got like the jitters from it. I'll be honest, I'll talk about it because I was there about a half year ago. I went to Highway 9 and tried that out. And I was there in the S2000. Obviously, I was also camping. I wasn't trying to go too fast, but what I'll say about Highway 9 is that road itself in Highway 9 is amazing. And it's really cool because you're climbing a steep mountain and then cresting it. However, what I will say is that Highway 9 rewards a more risky type of driving. I feel like there's longer straights, bigger sweeping turns, whereas here, it was so tight that it didn't matter how fast or slow your car was, the corners were just so consistent that you could just ride them like a roller coaster, you know? 311 turns in 11 miles or something. The breakdown of turns per minute is just unbeatable. Also, I must say as well, the culture here is so nice. What next for the day? I mean, how do you go up from there? I mean, that was the peak of the trip. Now I'm just gonna go and be homeless again. Before going on this, I was kind of getting sick of the trip in a sense because I was just cruising the Miata around, camping, and just kind of barely exploring, but living uncomfortably in this thing. And well, that there changed my mind. That is, I will go back to Tail of the Dragon many times in my life. That was a special first go at it. So thank you to everyone who made that road. You deserve a big praise. So for the rest of today, I'll probably just go and start making my way out towards Nashville, out west. Looks to me like I got at least a few hours of driving, if not more, before getting there, so I don't think I'll get there. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy the eastern part of Tennessee, enjoy the countryside, take advantage of these windy roads. If I do end up sleeping in my car tonight, it's gonna be a bummer, but I'm gonna put it right here. Well, I'm calling it right now here, folks. It's gonna be a long night, I think. Did I do it? Yeah, I probably did it because there's nowhere to sleep easily out here. What the heck? There's ducks, there's roosters, there's chickens. Everything's in the road. Doesn't give a dang. Come on, man. Holy cow. Don't get any ideas, guys. Oh, we got dogs too? What kind of street are we on? What up, pups? Dude, are you serious? Right now, I'm chilling out front of a famous fast food restaurant. My friend from the south told me I gotta try this spot. It's called Cookout, big quantity, greasy food, all that good stuff. So let's see how it goes. Holy cow. One tray and 2 sides for $8. Mission complete, but I'm not eating this in my Miata, no way. So let's go to a park. Currently about to dig into this food from a Little League baseball stadium bleachers. Because of course, it's the most American thing to do. And for all my foreign viewers, if you're ever wondering why it is that Americans have a hard time staying not fat, it's because I got this meal for $10. Let me show you what it is. I've got a Cajun chicken burger, hush puppies fried, and a mini quesadilla, along with a milkshake. If you went to a restaurant and tried to order a quality salad, you're not getting one for under $10. I do not know how it's possible that American fast food is that cheap to get the resources, to get the employees and everything. It's mind-blowing. This is not a foodie channel, but I'm gonna walk you through a first bite of everything, let you know what I think. Hush puppy up first. You can feel the crunch, that thing is fried. I think hush puppies are like a fried corn kind of deal. Pretty good. Next up, Cajun chicken burger right here. Actually has produce on it. Quesadilla. So something like that. Also not bad. It's a side of quesadillas, which I've never heard of that. A whole side, quesadillas. We're eating good after doing a whole lot of turning right and left today. Check out this little home run wall they've got here on the Little League baseball. You can just like put your foot up on it. That's so adorable. Cool spot. Got guys playing down there. I know we're losing light here and video quality is going to start to suffer, but I just want to say that the life out here in Georgia and Tennessee just seems so much more relaxed than what I'm used to out in California, and I really got a lot of respect for it. The sun's about to go down, but I'm also starting to feel rain right now. And that's gonna pose an issue because I'll probably be sleeping in my car, and the Miata likes to leak. It likes to leak out of a lot of spots, so I might go ahead and get crafty tonight. Yo, double Miatas, let's go. Oh, hell yeah. What's your name?
I'm John.
John, absolute legend. I mean, what kind of leather is that, dude?
They're from LC. I forget if I got it from, where did I get it from? Maybe Flying Miata or something like that.
Heck yeah.
But,
oh, dude, check that out. Yeah, you've been around, bro. Following a Miata out to go get some monster energy from this dude. This is so sick. What a random adventure. Okay, real talk though, this weather's insane. I can't even see the road markers. Thank you, brother.
A whole bag full of that stuff.
Sign me up, bro. So I just got one zip up, 2 pairs of socks, a beanie, 7 cans, and a day pack from those monster guys. Those are the chillest dudes ever. Hell yeah. Thank you, John. John the Miata guy. Guy owns this Miata right here. That was the craziest way to spend the night possible. All right, come on now. Let's get in there. Okay. You over the top. You pull down. It's gonna be a long one. So, our main goal right now, we get a lot of water coming in right here from the edge of the window. However, I need fresh air. I don't want to shut this whole thing off. So, we've got some fresh air. The worry is, we found out in other episodes, is that water can keep seeping through this. So, water will eventually get in. Question is, how quick? And will I stay dry through the night? And there's been more fun ways to spend a night, I'd say, but this isn't the worst, man. I'll be honest with you, every day that I'm still doing my thing and exploring is a day I'm grateful for. So, stoked to try something new here. Let's see how this stuff goes. Let's put a cap on the episode. There's not really much more to show you right now. I'm just a guy cocooned up in his car. I'll catch you on the next episode. Thank you so much for joining me on my time for Tail of the Dragon. It was the most fun thing ever. So, thank you for joining me, and hope you liked the review. Personally, I thought it was fantastic. So, catch you soon enough, all right? Peace.